Here's Johnny.
Just hours after workers repainted the downtown Pride mural, police say it was defaced again. And police arrested 3 teenagers.
How could teenagers deface an LGBTQ plus flag? What are these teenagers thinking? This is the ultimate sin.
For purposefully creating skid marks on the new mural last night. Graham 2's Nicole Hernandez spoke with someone who saw it happen.
On a block rife with LGBTQ support, the voice of the few has been loud.
Hold on. If you are easily triggered by stuff like this, just be forewarned. This is going to be literally the most disturbing video you'll see this week. Not a joke. Not a joke. Okay, here we go. I'm nervous.
Recently.
It was really sad and disappointing.
Kaylee Gaines McGee has worked at Atticus on Howard for 5 years.
And there you go.
Oh my
so
God.
She's seen all the support.
I used to live in Spokane. I used to love going to Atticus Coffee. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, I used to love going there. All the libtards worked there, but it was good coffee because conservatives don't know how to make good coffee. Okay, here we go.
Our shop in this street is so welcoming to everyone.
But she's also seen the hate.
It was definitely deliberate.
Most recently, Wednesday evening, while sitting on a...
You mean they just like went on there and then started skid marking? It's like Joe Biden's underpants. Ugh.
Doherty's patio.
We all looked over and just saw this group of teenagers like deliberately making marks and scratch marks with their Lime scooters.
And saying MAGA country.
Several witnesses confronted the group and called police.
We're not going to sit by as we watch people deliberately commit a hate crime.
Right. We literally beat the shit out of them. Bunch of 40-year-old people beat the shit out of 12-year-olds. Don't you dare put skid marks on our worship idols. These are our idols, and we're going to worship the shit out of them, okay? Get used to it.
In the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors.
Somebody went through security footage.
Okay, just checking everything I can.
Let me just go through a few more. Can we play back clip 13? I want to double check. Oh, there they are. Let's tell their mothers.
God. These people are so ridiculous. We went through security footage. We brushed the entire place for fingerprints. We tracked down every electric scooter that you could rent on the street, and we found out who it belonged to. We will get down to the bottom of these children going around and thinking it's cool that you can just go around and make skid marks on things. I'm so glad that there are women like this in America to keep these mean streets safe. These crybabies burn the American flag? Yeah, well, that's different. We don't worship America. We worship this. Okay? It's 2024. You think that being American is important? It's not. Being LGBTQ plus friendly is more important than being pro-America. Pro-America equals white supremacy. Being pro-America, you might as well tell yourself you are Hitler in disguise. Not a joke. Not a joke.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, here we go. Back to Karen.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors, and one is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count.
I'm sorry if you're easily triggered by this. Don't look at this evil person's face. Oh my God, look at him. Unreal. You think you could just go around putting skid marks places? What's wrong with you? Huh? Talking to you. You think you just go around skid marking LGBTQ flags? Huh? Not in Spokane. Not in Spokane. If you're gonna do on a flag, do it on an American flag, especially a MAGA flag. Unreal. Unreal. Okay, here we go. And so if you're easily triggered and you need to pause this or take a step back, I totally understand. It's a very over-emotional timepiece. Okay. Don't look at this evil killer's face.
Charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers.
God, can you imagine being this kid? Can you imagine just being a teen, a 19-year-old doofus? You know, I know these libtards like to think that teenagers are like, they should be voting and we should take them seriously and we should ask them about tax codes or what their thoughts are on global politics or geopolitics. We need to understand the mind of a 19-year-old. And this 19-year-old's just like, hey, dude, would it be sick to do some skid marks? Oh, it really shows up on the flag. That's sick. And now he's like facing prison time. Do we live in a free country? No, because the fascists think that you're the fascist. What a wonderful way of viewing the world, isn't it? To be a fascist and then call everyone else a fascist so you don't actually have to address your own fascism, your own authoritarianism. Why would I do that? Okay, back to this 19-year-old finally facing the death penalty. Prison time's not enough. Give him the chair. I don't want to see this kid on my streets ever again. His big thing is that he's not allowed near the street again. God, they give him a freaking suit and everything. I'm sure he has handcuffs on under the table as well. And they shamed him by putting him all over the news because he's not a freaking minor. God, I hate them so much. I hate the left. They're like just the most evil, insane human beings. What does she think? What do you think is gonna happen? Huh? What do you think? You're gonna put this in the middle of the street and not think some teenager, you tell a teenager, you're not allowed to touch this. Don't touch that. Don't put skid marks on it. Don't ruin this. Don't deface this. Do not deface this. He's gonna do it. Don't say that word. Don't touch this thing. Don't do that. That's bad boy stuff. And he's like, what's wrong with just like making some sick skid marks, bro? Noam Chomsky's rules for the radical states to always blame your enemy for what they are doing. Love that, 100%. All right, here we go. Back to this evil human being, basically Hitler.
Like right in the middle of downtown.
After looking at security footage, officers arrested 3 teenagers. 2 are minors, and one is 19-year-old Ruslan Turco.
You are charged with 1 count malicious mischief.
Turco had his first appearance in court this afternoon. The judge released him under the condition he doesn't go near the crosswalk or the other teenagers.
Never again.
Prosecutors, though, had asked the judge to set a $15,000 bond since that's how much it costs to repaint the mural.
The community really came together to raise the money for them to be able to do it before the parade on Saturday.
Now this vandalism just hours after that repaint and only a few weeks after someone else set fire to the mural.
It sucks to be reminded.
They put skid marks on it and then they repainted the whole thing. You were literally asking people to just go back over it.
In moments like this, that there are still people out there that, you know, have hate in their hearts for other people.
Oh God, yeah. If anybody is going to deface this mural, it has to be because they hate gay people. That can be the only justification for an act like this. That's the only justification. And when graffiti artists ruin my walls on my beautiful cities, I know it's because people that do graffiti hate walls. Everyone knows that. They're wall haters. Think about when you're gonna think.
So, yeah.
But Kaylee wants everyone to know the love outweighs the hate here on Howard and through the entire city.
Yeah. The love outweighs the hate, and that's why we're giving the kid 25 to life. God. Yeah. Don't make me ruin your life for doing something so silly, because the love is not being empathetic nor showing forgiveness. It's retribution. It's ruining people's life. and it's bringing about God's justice on their lives. You think you're just gonna go around ruining murals? Not in my neighborhood.
And Nicole Hernandez, Crime 2 News.
And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. Today, it is now a felony to deface a public symbol of pride in Washington. The state's law redefined what is considered a...
What the f? Wait, he just like said that so nonchalantly. As today, it's a federal, it's a freaking felony. If you're 19, above age, 18, you're on a scooter, you're on your bike, and you decide to do a burn skid mark. What if man, when I was a kid, we would be on bikes and we'd be hauling butt, and then we would just clutch that brake and just make skid marks because it looked awesome. And as a kid, I'd be like, dude, that'd be sick. I'll do it against the the rainbow colored thing on the street. It wasn't about being anti-gay. It was about being awesome. But thank God it's a felony. God, it's amazing. When Democrats want to get something accomplished, they do it. And the Republicans are like, I can't believe Democrats would push this kind of authoritarian agenda. Wow, they're really taking our rights away. It's a step in the wrong direction. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing will happen. I'm going to bitch about it. Put me on Fox 5. Okay, one more time about this felony.
Pride in Washington. Today's top stories. Today, it is now a felony to deface a public symbol of pride in Washington. The state's law redefined what is considered a hate crime to include the defacement of public property. It comes as a barrier surrounding that.
Yeah, we're going to continue to redefine what it means to be hateful. God, I hate these people so much.
Pride sidewalk or crosswalk rather in downtown Spokane come down. The rainbow has become a target for vandals who have thrown paint, left black skid marks, and most recently set fire to that mural. So starting today, any defacement of that mural could
But if you
result
want to
in
go down and take some of our historical figures like the person that discovered Washington, then you can go ahead and do it. But if you want to deface an LGBTQ mural during Pride Month, you're going to fucking prison forever.
a harsher penalty under the new law. Now the crime is punishable by up to 5 years in jail and up to a $10,000 fine.
5 years? 5 years. 5 years? Oh my God. Court documents show that one of the witnesses confronted the young teens. One of the minors shouted, "You go to hell." A different witness also heard the suspect group say F you, according to court documents. Court documents state that the different witnesses saw the teens revving and intentionally scooting their tires over the murals. Yeah, scooting. Okay, it doesn't end there though. Okay, folks? We're not going to end there because I'm not going to show you this whole thing again, obviously. But there's a new video going around. This guy from KHQ Local News in Spokane, Washington, has clips of new vandals. Yes, Willie, a felony. You heard that right. And here, this Adam guy, I like the redhead libertarian. Shout out to redheads everywhere. Why are you filming little boys, Adam? Is always a good question to be asked. But a group of 5 to 6 kids just started doing donuts and creating skid marks on the Pride mural. Adam, they're doing it in support of Joe Biden for doing the same in his pants. Right in front of me, as we were reporting on 3 people getting arrested for doing the same thing last night. God. Now it's like if you want to join the gang, bro, you want to join my gang? I need you to go to the city and get on a scooter and do some fucking skid marks, bro. That's the only way you have to join the gang. And to get out of the gang, you have to paint over the whole thing. This guy just films these kids. You know what, Adam? I'm on your side. They were literally screaming, "I hate the gays." While they were saying this is fucking MAGA country. They're just scooting around. And the kid does like one tiny little, like, it looks like he's about to run into his friend and then he slams on the brakes to make sure he doesn't run into, or most importantly, he did it on purpose. He was literally on his scooter and he decided to deface the god of our country, the LGBTQ flag. Unreal. And these kids better not get away with it. I want these kids hunted down and put in prison for the rest of their lives. I want them next to Donald f***ing Trump. Get rid of these kids that are ruining murals. It's just the level of fabricated outrage about kids doing silly things on murals is just so dumb. I can't join them in their outrage about some kid defacing murals. And are they defacing it because they hate it, or are they just doing it because they're dumb kids? And even if they do hate it, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It's not a sacred symbol. It's not. I know it's like, we get it. That's your sacred symbol. You want us to worship it and like cherish it. And like, I know that the American flag should be folded up certain ways, but the pride flag shall never be folded. It should always be put on display, no matter what. No matter what.